What's up guys, Look Out here. Welcome to my 2017-18 Premier League prediction. I reacted to my Premier League prediction for last season not long ago, and to show I'm not biased, we've got England for the English League, no Man U today, except for in the position I predicted them. Let's waste no further time and get into my Premier League prediction for next season. I beg you can see me right now. We've got in 20th place Watford. Now, Watford only just stayed up last season, finishing 17th. Sacked their manager. They're not even sure their manager is at the minute, but they haven't really made any signings and they've got a pretty poor squad, I think. They've also got an aging squad if you look, so I'm not going to go too much into detail on this. I just think Watford will finish bottom of the league. In 19th, Huddersfield. Huddersfield were a shock team to get promoted, and it's a bit like Leicester. I don't think they'll carry it on to next season. They've made a lot of signings, but they're all championship quality in my opinion. So if you go ahead and sign championship quality players, you're going to end up back in the championship. And the same could be said for Brighton, who have got 18th. Haven't signed massive amounts of players. Who they have signed are championship quality, so I think Brighton will go down too. In 17th, I've got Newcastle. Again, Newcastle are a really big club in my opinion, and they should be doing better than this, but Rafa Benitez is a good manager, so I think they'll stay in the Premier League, but their signings haven't been very good either. So that's why I got them 17th, and the same can be said for Burnley, but I think Burnley's squad is good enough to stay up, and the Premier League experience they brought in with Phil Bardsley and John Walters, and the club they've got right now is enough, I'm going to say, to stay up. I think they might replicate that home form, but if they don't, relegation could be quite easy for Burnley as well. Like, they could easily get relegated. 15th, I've got Stoke. Really good team in my opinion they've got, but I just don't think Mark Hughes is the right manager for them. And they'll finish 15th and Hughes should be sacked. They've got Bojan back from loan, they've got Shaqiri and Arnautovic, but that's... oh no, they haven't got Arnautovic, he went West Ham. They've still got Shaqiri, you know, they've got Berahino, could even switch on form a couple of years ago, that sort of form, but I think I finished 15th because they haven't really signed any big players at the minute. In 14th I've got Swansea, and that's because when I'm making this video, they currently have Llorente, and they currently have got hold of Gylfi Sigurdsson, and Paul Clement was solid towards the end of last season. I think he'll keep it going and get him a nice solid 14th. Sigurdsson will leave in my opinion, but at this minute in time he's still there, and while he's still there I think Swansea would easily stay up, and with Paul Clement as manager, he could bring a few good more signings in. They haven't really made the best of signings, but their manager was good and they were alright to the end of last season. 13th we've got West Brom. Tony Pulis is a defensive manager, so they don't concede a lot and they don't really score a lot either. That's why I've got them this mid-table 13th. I don't think they're bad enough to get relegated. I don't think they're good enough to get top half. Like last season they overachieved. I can't see it happening again, so that's a simple reason they're 13th. In 12th I've put Palace, and Palace last season did nearly get relegated, but with a new manager and some of the players they've got, like Wilfried Zaha, Christian Benteke, if they can perform with this new manager, which I think they will, they have a really good squad and could easily get 12th. In 11th we've got Bournemouth, the team that I said would get relegated last season, finished 10th or 9th, I think it was 9th. So I've got them 11th this season. Eddie Howe, young English, brilliant manager, will keep them up comfortably, and I even think nearly in the top half. They've made some decent signings so far and kept hold of some big players. I do think they need a midfielder to fill that Jack Wilshere gap, because he was actually, despite not scoring and assisting loads, quite an important part of last season. Oh, the top half is so hard to predict. This is the hardest Premier League season there's ever been. I said that last year, and because of all these signings it's got harder. But 10th, the former champions Leicester City with Craig Shakespeare, and they will lose Mahrez, but he underperformed. They'll keep Vardy I think, and he's starting to fire goals again. We'll get a solid 10th position in the league I think. 9th Southampton, they're a really good team, and their new manager probably do say, and they could challenge up there, but they haven't really made, they've sold a decent amount of players and they haven't actually made the signings I think to challenge for Europa League. They do have the squad to still be a top half club. This is where it gets tough. I put 8th West Ham. They've signed some sick players like Arnautovic, Joe Hart, Zabaleta, Javier Hernandez, and I think they'll have a better season, finish 8th and challenge for the Europa League. They just haven't got it in them to go higher than this. 7th Everton, this is the toughest it's been. The top 7 could literally, the team I said first could finish 7th, and the team 7th could finish first. Okay, maybe Everton can't win the league, but they could get top 4 easy. But I think they'll just finish 7th only just this season. They've made some very good signings, their manager's very good, and it won't be long before they start getting into the Champions League in my opinion. For the Europa League, I have got Tottenham in 6th. They could even finish 7th. Last season's runners-up in the league are awful at Wembley as we've seen, and they're playing at Wembley all next season. It's like 38 away games. They haven't made any signings at all. Their squad's good obviously, they finished 2nd in the league, good young English squad, but to keep in challenging for the Premier League you have to sign players. Look what happens when Mourinho didn't sign players the year after he won the league, they finished 10th. So Tottenham could even finish below this into 7th, but 6th and 7th I think was between these two, and in 5th I've got Arsenal. This is where it really got tough. They've signed Kolasinac, I don't know how to say it. He's good. They signed Lacazette. Now, if he's on form, is good, but I just don't know if he can perform in the Premier League. They've kept hold of Ozil, but Sanchez is probably going to leave. And I just don't think they've made the right signings to get top 4, and I think they'll miss out on it again this year. Getting the top 4, and 4th we've got Liverpool. They've made some sick attacking signings, and the reason I don't think they're going to challenge for the league is their defence is too weak. but on the attack they're going to score a lot of goals. If they sort their defence out, they can genuinely be title contenders. I've gone with Liverpool getting Champions League, which is something I never thought I'd do again when they were hovering around 8th and 9th. Like, Klopp is a good manager, and top 4's there this season, I think. Third, hate to say it, I thought we'd finish second last season. I've had a reality check. We will finish third. We are a couple of signings away from winning the league in my opinion, but we haven't got them yet. We've got that Matic CDM role done. We've got Lukaku up front, which I'm not sure if it's even an upgrade on Ibrahimovic. That's what I worry about. Lindelof at the back, who has looked shaky in pre-season, but I think we'll sort it out. We have a good team, but not good enough to win the league in my opinion, so we will finish third in the league. The season after, if we make the right signings, you could even see me predicting us first. There is the full table. And second I got Man City, and first Chelsea. This was so hard to predict, but last season champions Chelsea will win the league in my opinion again this season. Very, very close, as Man City have boosted their defence. You know, Walker, Mendy, Company if he stays fit, Danilo they've signed. Okay, Otamendi and Stones are pretty shit. You know, Gabriel Jesus for a full season with Aguero, De Bruyne, they've got such a good team, but in my opinion Chelsea will just edge it because Morata will have a cracking season in my opinion, and Bakayoko is a solid signing. Conte knows exactly what he's doing, but this is the most competitive Premier League season there's ever been. But if you have enjoyed this, drop a like on the video and do subscribe if you're new around here. Leave in the comments below your predictions and tell me if I'm being a mong on any of these. That's what I think the table will look like. Probably see you in about a year's time, maybe just less than that, to see how bad or how good this was. As I'm recording this and as this gets uploaded to be precise, it is a week until the Premier League begins, and I'm sorry about my shite uploading again. I will attempt to sort it out next week. Stay here for Sunday with a new 5-side video, and then I will hopefully actually upload more than 2 videos next week. If you enjoyed, drop a like. I've said all this. I can't wait for the Premier League season. See ya.